Starting with the United States in 2010, global Atomy continued expansion. As Atomy became more global, there were needs that global members wanted the most. I'm not good at Korean. Is there any way to check the product information in English to help the overseas partners and do everything from purchase to delivery? A new product has been launched in Korea, and it will take some time before it is launched in the Atomy US shopping mall. What do I have to do to buy the product right away? Is there a way to send the product to a friend in Spain right from the shopping mall? I'd like to purchase Atomy products. I can't find a sponsor who can speak Korean. Can I buy it myself? We have prepared for Atomy overseas members. Operates in English. Overseas members can purchase directly and receive delivery more easily. Experience at Gmall. From acquiring product information to ordering, payment, and delivery all at once. Shall we learn more about how to purchase Atomy products at Gmall? Order. Please select a destination for delivery. Overseas members, except for Atomy Korea and Chinese members, can use the service. If you select a shipping location, Atomy products available for purchase and delivery are displayed. Payment. You can purchase up to 200,000 won per order with a credit card issued overseas. Since Gmall operates on Korean Standard Time basis, the sales date and credit card payment date are also applied on the same. Please keep this in mind. Delivery. Upon successful purchase, the product will be moved to the warehouse and declared for export. After the export declaration in Korea, the product will be shipped by air. You can receive the product after the official import customs clearance at the destination. At Gmall service, where overseas members purchase and receive delivery directly. Inquiries about use can be made on the customer service bulletin board of @Gmall. Experience @Gmall now.
Atomy's life scenario has been updated in 2020. Please write down your name, membership ID, and affiliated center on the first page. Read both President Park's poem and the life scenario manual. Atomy's new life scenario is divided into 8 parts. Part 1, the bucket list. Here you can make a list of your wishes. Writing tip. Fill them with specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound wishes. Part 2, the life wheel. This part will help you define a balanced life that is fulfilling, loving, learning, and contributing. Writing tip. First, set 8 key words to classify your life goals. Second, evaluate your current situation with a dot and join all the dots to create your life wheel. Last, write your goals in detail. Part 3, Big Plan 3. Here you can set and track your promotion goals in Atomy. Writing tip. Give yourself 3 years to achieve your goals and write in detail the target mastership level, income, and PVs. Part 4, the monthly life wheel. Here you can evaluate your progress towards achieving your goals in the life wheel. Writing tip. Your thoughts on values and goals may have been changed over time. You can create a better life wheel by adjusting your goals accordingly. Part 5, monthly business goals and plans. Here you can write your goals and plans for each month. Writing tip. Write down your monthly business goals and plans using the 8 steps to success. Make a to-do list with specific items needed to be done for your business. At the bottom, your monthly progress can be divided into 2 sections, with records of your income, sales PVs, and mastership level. Keep your commitment to the business by checking your current status. Part 6. The monthly 8 core checklist. This checklist will guide you to do your business effectively. Writing tip. What is 8 core? Reading, watching videos, attending meetings, using products, STP, talking to consumers, consulting sponsors, and building trust. Check every day and mark with an O or an X. Part 7. Monthly 8 Steps to Success Assessment. Here you can write a self-assessment of your own monthly business activities. Writing tip. Evaluate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 on each category of the 8 steps to success. Calculate the growth of your business by connecting these dots and adding up the total score each month. Improve your business by using the self and sponsor feedback and reviewing your actions. Part 8. Diary from My Future Self. The final part of the life scenario is to write a message from the viewpoint of your future self. Writing tip. Determine how and when you will have achieved your dreams and describe a vivid picture of what will have happened in the future. Check out the example provided by Chairman Han Gil Park. Atomy's life scenario will point you to the right direction for your Atomy business, and it will be a guidebook for the success of all Atomy members. You can find Atomy's new life scenario in Atomy's online shopping mall.
Magandang umaga, Atomy Philippines! Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Atomy, the morning brief for your success. Your dose of knowledge, inspiration, and motivation to power up your Atomy journey. I am LJ De Leon and I am your host for today. So hello Atomian! So kamusta na po kayong lahat? Ngayon po ay May na. Ayan. So patapos na po ang summer season. Papunta na po tayo sa rainy season, no? Kaya doble ingat po tayo and make sure to power up our immunity with our product, Hemohim. And sabihin din po natin ng vitamin C para talaga mas malakas po ang ating immune system. So today, we have a power pack lineup of lectures that will help you sharpen your mind, refine your business strategies, and inspire you to push forward towards success. To start off, let's take a deep dive into a fascinating topic. Let's all watch this video.
Munonjan, the guidebook for Juyok of the Chinese Confucian scriptures, has the following phrase. Jokson jiga pilyu yokyang, jokbulson jiga pilyu yoang. There is overflowing happiness in a family that has done many good deeds, and there is overflowing disaster in a family that has done many misdeeds. Which means, here, yokyang and yoang mean happiness to come and disaster to come. If your family accumulates good deeds, it does not only give yourselves happiness, but also your descendants. If your family accumulates misdeeds, it does not only give yourselves disaster, but also your descendants. Classic stories do not just provide ethical warnings, but they have been scientifically proven as facts. David McClelland, a behavioral psychologist and professor at Harvard University in the US in the 1980s, conducted an experiment. After measuring immune antibodies of 132 college students, he showed a video clip of Mother Teresa helping the poor in India. After watching the video clip, he measured the changes in their immune antibodies again. The results were amazing. It was found that the immune antibodies of the students had increased by 50% after watching the video clip. Not only watching videos, but reading books about a person who has done good deeds, seeing those good deeds, or even hearing about good deeds had increased their immune antibodies. This is called the Mother Teresa effect, or Schweitzer effect. There is a similar term called helper's high. Alan Lux, an American doctor and leader of a non-profit organization, called the powerful feeling you experience when you help others, helper's high. And according to his research, people who do volunteer work regularly are 10 times more likely to be healthy than those who do not. This is because that while experiencing helper's high, your physical and mental stress is relieved. Blood pressure and cholesterol levels are significantly reduced. 3 times the normal level of endorphins are secreted. Due to these reasons, people who do volunteer work regularly are much more healthier than those that do not. But the interesting fact is, when you volunteer out of selfishness, there is no lifespan extension effect. Dr. Sarah Conrads, a professor at University of Michigan, on 10,317 graduates of Wisconsin High School since 1957, has been conducting research. In 2004, she has asked the experimental subjects, "Have you been volunteering in your life? If yes, what was the reason?" She did not just want to check whether they had done volunteer work, but also the reason behind it. After 4 years, in 2008, the research team conducted a survey on those who regularly volunteered in the last 10 years and on how many of them had died. While the mortality rate of those who had responded was only 1.6%, the mortality rate of those who had no volunteering experience was 4.3%, which is about 3 times higher. In fact, the mortality rate of those who didn't do volunteer work as compared to those who volunteered was more than 3 times higher. The unusual finding here is the reason for volunteering was for their satisfaction, that the mortality rate of those who answered that, compared to the mortality rate of those who did not volunteer at all, was not much different. We can see here that the Mother Teresa effect only works when you volunteer sincerely. If you do it for your own benefit, or by taking pictures to gain a reputation, or to show off that you're a humanitarian, minding others volunteering, or donation made reluctantly may not increase your immunity. In network marketing, a deeper bond is created between people than in any other occupation. To leaders and partners, building good relationships is very important. Building good relationships is simple. It is to help others. As we have seen from the previously mentioned survey, to help others is to help yourself. Through such a process, good relationships build up naturally. But you need to remember one more thing. It is your sincerity.
That was short but powerful video, right? To help others is to help yourself. Such a simple yet profound truth. The video reminded us that every act of kindness is a two-way street. When we serve, we don't just give, we also receive. Okay, so as we move forward in today's program, let's prepare our minds and hearts for a powerful message from our chairman, Mr. Park Hanhill. It's a mindset that transforms the way we do the business. So let's watch, listen, and be inspired by the bigger picture behind what we do here in Atomy.
Atomy business isn't about selling products to others. You should sell it to just one person. To whom? Now that you've become auto sales masters, you need to plan how you will shrewdly and wisely lead the organization towards success. There's an old proverb that goes, "A clever rabbit digs 3 burrows." That's how rabbits instinctively survive. It's my hope that you also dig 3 burrows. According to our marketing plan, you're supposed to have 2 partners on each side. But instead of 2, why not aim for 3 on each side? That would make it 6 on each side. So, you'd be personally nurturing 12 partners under you. It'd be wonderful if your partners cooperated with you smoothly. But sometimes they can be a bit stubborn. How can you prevent yourself from being swayed and held back by such people? You need a pool of talented individuals who are capable of being promoted and growing. If you even hint that you can reach the highest position by nurturing someone other than your partner, and they catch on, it will reflect on your leadership maturity. Instead, you should say, "It would truly bring me joy if my partner reached a higher position even before I do. I genuinely hope for the success of all my partners, or I'm doing my best to assist them." You should ensure that your partners perceive you as someone who's genuinely willing to sacrifice everything for their sake. How many burrows does a clever rabbit dig? 3. A clever rabbit digs 3 burrows. You're selling more than just products. You're selling a vision. Many people mistakenly believe they're only selling products. But it's that mindset that makes things challenging. Atomy business isn't about selling products to others. It's about selling to only one person. To whom? To yourself. Share this with the person next to you. Sell to yourself. And yourself only. If you meet 100 people, you need to inform them that they can earn $100,000 a month with this simple task. It goes beyond just selling a product. You're essentially offering life advice. Here's what you should tell them. Do you think your current job has good prospects for the future? Can you picture yourself still doing it in 20 or 30 years? Will it provide for your retirement? If the answer is no, join Atomy Business with me. Your words have the power to shape someone's entire life. I'm on track to become an Imperial Master, getting $1 million up front and pulling in $100,000 monthly. Make sure to keep spreading this message to people around you. As you talk about it, your dream starts to take shape and grow. A leader should never speak negatively. A leader should never utter words like impossible, difficult, hard, or exhausting. Instead, leaders inspire through positive speech, offering hope and painting grand visions for the future.
His message is clear and bold. Sell a vision, not just a product. This is the very heart of Atomy. We are not here to simply move products. We are here to move people, to move lives. Did you feel the shift? It's not just about selling toothpaste, Hemohim, or Absolute Skincare. It's about helping people to see a better future through Atomy. So the real product that we are offering is hope. Do you all agree? I know for sure you all agree. So now let's move on to the last lecture for this morning. Let's hear a secret to success from an Atomian who has transformed their life through this business. Panoorin po natin to.
It's a do or die struggle for 2 years to make $2,000 to $3,000 a month. It only took a year to go from making $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Within just a year, I went up to $20,000, and it didn't take that long to go from making $20,000 to $40,000 a month. Hello, I'm Imperial Master Jong-soo Park. When they first encounter Atomy, most people take it too lightly. They start thinking that they'll succeed right away. But in reality, this work takes longer than you think. So this business is like a marathon. I think this business is one where you make consumers. This is a distribution business, and in the end, we have to make sales through consumers. The process of making those consumers actually takes up a lot of time. When you go to someone and tell them our products are great, since you know that Atomy products are really good and cheap, you assume that they'd buy it right away. But in fact, people don't. You have to convince them in that respect. Why the products are good and how they are cheap. My friend recently became an auto sales master. When I looked at her journey to become an auto sales master, it took her about 2 years to get there. Seeing my friend made me realize that it usually takes around 2 to 3 years to make it. Those 2 to 3 years and the process during it, the most difficult period in my opinion. This is the most difficult period we have to overcome in our work. There are many people who give up at this time. Of course, I also got rejected. When I presented some cosmetics to a really close friend, she said, I get visits from countless salespeople like you. It was so very difficult for me as well, but because I know that our products are really good. Even when my friend said that, I thought it was because she didn't know. I just worked even harder. We talk a lot about our work like fruits of a tree. For example, when we first plant an apple tree after 2 to 3 years, what happens once it bears ripe apples? We pick and eat them every year, right? It seems like we're just working without any apples ripening, but once our work starts bearing fruit, the results are so very sweet, right? Once I made my consumers, and they contacted me saying that they wanted to repurchase. It made me so very happy. And one day, after making consumers that way, money had come into my account. That money wasn't so big, just $70 to $80, but it was the result of consumers I had worked so hard to recruit. It felt like one day money had just come in automatically into my account. It felt like free money. I thought it was so fun and exciting. And at that time, my dream wasn't really to become an Imperial Master. My biggest source of energy was from people telling me one by one that Atomy products were so cheap and good. Thanks to that, I was able to enjoy my work. If you make consumers like that after 2 to 3 years, the $70 to $80 from earlier can become $200 to $300, and then one day you achieve Sales Master and make $5,000 a month. And then at some point you become a Diamond Master who makes $10,000. In some ways, this work is like the principle of doubling. It's not long before you go from $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Some people think that sales are something they can make happen on their own. Without making consumers properly, there are cases where people get masterships that way. Those people are bound to struggle once they achieve their mastership. If they achieve mastership without consumers, money isn't actually coming in because consumers aren't repurchasing. But if you struggle honestly for 2 to 3 years, you can easily rise to Royal Master and even Imperial Master. Those 2 to 3 years are what leads to those results. A lot of people ask, how can I succeed? I'd like to tell you an easy way to succeed, but there's no easy way. Those who want to do this business the easy way are afraid of encountering people on the field. If you actually meet people and go out into the field, it can give you the answer through various opportunities. When you actually go out on the field and make relationships with consumers, you can recognize when someone will become an auto consumer, and once you become an auto sales master, you realize that it was because of so and so. And when you interact with people, you can see whose business isn't doing so well or who is trying it out for just a year. You can see who you can attract into trying Atomy business and who can be an Atomy contractor. I was able to see this kind of hope. When you see this hope, you also got courage. You feel that someday you can also really become an auto sales master. You get this kind of confidence, so I really want to tell all of you to truly focus and run out in the field. If you want to easily skip this process and just give lectures, or wish someone else can do the work that you have to do, then in fact, your business will take a lot more time and be much more difficult. But everyone, think about it. I earn over $1 million a year. How can someone earn this much and rise to this position without going through a certain process? Actually, I don't think that this process was really difficult. I want to ask if any of you are going hungry. The chairman always said that among gatherings of beggars like us, he was the king beggar when he started his company. We could not help call ourselves beggars because we didn't have the money to buy a meal, and there were some members who couldn't afford transportation costs and just walked. We did business like this with great difficulty. In my case, I left my young kids to do this work. But I had this thought. Once I spent time not working, I thought that I'd never be able to escape this studio apartment. That was more scary for me, and how much more destabilizing it would be for my children. So with those thoughts, well, it was difficult. I left my kids and went around doing this work. So, looking back, when I think about how difficult it was for us back then, no matter how hard it is for all of you right now, there are always difficulties in the past and present. Struggles are all difficult in the same way. I think it depends on how you make up your mind. It was because of the earnest desire in our hearts that we were able to overcome that process in which we had no money for transportation or meals. That's how we were able to overcome those periods and achieve success. Exactly why I'm doing this work and what I want to give to my family and children are what I thought about in order to overcome truly difficult challenges. If you clearly decide your goals for success and you really believe and practice that, I'm sure you'll be able to feel that happiness. As I said before, I truly want to be a parent who is respected by her children, a parent who can truly do something for her children, and being a truly reliable sister for her siblings. I am really proud of these things. So, after making money, it doesn't make me so happy to spend it on myself. What's there for me to spend on? I can wear nice clothes, drive a nice car, and eat well enough. But those things aren't what make me happy. I feel the happiest when I can be a parent who does something for children. That's the biggest happiness for me. So if you just overcome this difficult period, you'll know later that this fruit is truly sweet. The more shortcuts you try to take with Atomy business, the harder it is. Everyone has to overcome this difficult process. There are no imperial masters who haven't overcome this process. Don't give up during this time as you do this business.
That is truly inspiring. Each success story in Atomy proves that no matter where you start, with perseverance, belief, and faith in the system, and don't forget the action, you can achieve your dreams too. Ayan, so I hope tayo po ay mas naging motivated to start the week and do the business. But before we close this episode, here are some announcements from Atomy Philippines. Starting off with our May Success Academy. So we are inviting everyone to attend our May Success Academy on May 23, 2025 at SMX Convention Center, Manila with Royal Master Miss Yun Mi Son. So the registration will be until May 15, 2025. Ayan, so bilisan na po natin because we still have few days para po mag-register. Invite more members because we have a lot of surprises, raffle, and a great speakers para po sa ating Success Academy this May. Next. So, para po sa ating mga qualifiers, we will have Korea Tour. We will have Korea Tour on October. Ito po ang ating qualification para po sa mga newly promoted Diamond Master or above Mastership from December 1 to July 31. So, you still have May, June, and July para po ma-achieve ito pong qualification po natin. And not just that, hindi lang po Korea Tour, magkakaroon din po tayo ng China Success Tour in November. Ayan, so ang challenge period naman po natin ay May 1 to October 15, 2025. Ayan, nag-start na po. Ito po ang qualification natin. Kung kayo po ay naka-achieve ng 5-time Sales Master, kayo po ay magka-qualify na magpunta or mag-attend sa ating China Tour. Isn't it exciting, Atomians? And hindi lang yan, we have surprise para po sa inyong lahat. For our first surprise, we have a beauty deal. Ayan, so if you buy 2 Absolute Cell Active Eye Complex, you will get 1 free. So it will be available today at 12 noon until May 19, 2025 until supplies last. Next. Another beauty combo. So if you buy one Absolute Cell Active Skincare set, you will get a free evening care 4 set. Mag-open din po yan today until May 31, 5 p.m. And last but not the least, we have Hemuhim 4+1 flash deal today at 12 noon. Ayan, may 4+1 po tayo. Ayan, so abangan nyo na po sa mga keyboard warriors dyan. 12 noon po mag-open ang ating Hemuhim flash deal. Until supplies last po ito. And if you have concerns, queries, or anything related with Atomy, you may contact us. You may contact our customer service through the numbers you see on your screens. As we end today's episode, remember this: success takes time, and feeling hopeless doesn't mean giving up. It just means you are growing. So keep going. Keep believing and trust that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your breakthrough. Thank you, Atomians, and see you next time. Once again, this has been Good Morning Atomy, the morning brief for your success. See you in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, Atomians. Thank you, everyone. God bless us all.